Hello guys and welcome back to our 100 million max Forcelimit run, where as you see we started as Majapahit, then we took over Shogunate, and since then we are expanding mainly through plenty of subjects. For today's session, the main theme will be continued expansion to Asia, starting to expand farther into Europe because I'm already in Russia, and most importantly, getting absolutism to 100. Just one more thing before we start. Thank you so much for everyone that is already supporting the channel, but I know that half of you watching now are not subscribed yet. So if you want to get notified about all of the great content coming in this series, this is a perfect comment to support the channel. What I will start with is attacking Hormuz to get into Arabian Peninsula, and I'm doing that because Mamluks are just after the war with the Ottomans, so they're not willing to help. Continued expansion is obviously also another war with Oirat. Can I call Jiangsu as a co-belligerent? Then this way I'm gonna read Jiangsu and Shibe to the end. But Oirat itself, what is your war score cost right now? Is it below 200? Oh, see, each time I declare the war this happens, so a bit of a lag. 270. And just to show you my subjects and myself, we all together already have 770,000 troops. I'm gonna take Tech 17 a bit ahead of time. First of all, I can afford it. Second of all, I'm not spending my admin mana really on anything. And third of all, it's giving really good bonuses like Gov capacity, admin efficiency, dev cost modifier, and a university building. Just go ahead and take it, which should allow me to take a nice peace deal here. And that should also decrease the war score cost of Oirat below 200%, yes. Anyway, I will here first of all separate peace Jiangsu. I'm gonna take all of the provinces and then release them as my subjects to keep the good relations. Obviously some diplo points cost, but it's not like I cannot afford it. From Oirat, I'm gonna collect my lands over here at last and clear the borders on the other side, which should make our great powers score even better, and right now at the level 4,500. And you might remember that in Age of Absolutism there will be a mission to have at least 5 universities, so I'm gonna start building them in our mainland. War with Lithuania is definitely gonna be the hardest war I'll have so far, because Lithuania itself has 77,000, they allied to Poland with another 93,000, which would like to ally us by the way, and they also allied to Spain which has 166,000. Hard. But let's try doing it. See, that's why I brought 60k, another 55k, and another 45, so 160k troops. Might not be enough, but let's hope that my subjects will come with the horde of the troops. Strategy is that I'm trying to keep the troops on the north, and I'm having 2 merc stacks forcing as many fights as possible. While in the south you see my horde of subjects are just carpaging them. Getting Poland out of this goddamn war. I still have 90k. I'm breaking the alliance with Lithuania, but also taking a good amount of ducats. They've lost 130k troops. Now we're left with Lithuania and Spain, which is pain. Let me just separate piece Riga. And now we have to focus on winning battles. The issue is, I had so many decent sized battles that are not even showing here, where I killed 20k for example of the troops with just 0.1 war score. Because of goddamn Spain, I only have 51% war score in this war. Of course I can get more from ticking, and this is even though I'm fully occupying Lithuania. As Age of Reformation ends with this year, I'm piecing them out a bit faster than I would like to. And this is mainly because I'm gonna lose the province war score cost. Obviously I will get absolutists later, but first I will lose the province war score cost. That's why I'm piecing out them for these provinces. I will keep this province here to have border with Poland for the CB. CAE is fine. While the rest is gonna go to our subjects. I might keep one province for the border with Ottomans as well. There goes the Age of Absolutism. And let's take a look at our max absolutism. We are nicely prepared with 74 of max. And keep in mind that I'll be getting another 10 from the 3rd level of Imperial City of Kyoto. So right now we are at 85. I could get another 5 from here to make it 90. And then another 5 from here to make it 95. So technically, if I wanted to, I could get to 100 of absolutism without going through court and country. And honestly guys, I'm thinking about doing so. I'll probably start to switching the reform here soon because it's giving us yearly absolutism, because now it's growing nicely, it's growing 1.5 a year. If you take a look here, so you have 4 of the things done, so we could get another one from here. The question is, do we have any other ways to increase that? And the answer is not really, because our country is super stable. Actually, I can go ahead and use this to lose legitimacy, then boost it back, and get absolutism. I'm not gonna use the autonomy, I fucked up my subjects already. Let's go also get this and boost it again. Obviously it's not like entirely worth it, but since I'm super ahead in the mill deck, I can do that. Just to also make sure that you understand, I keep deving my mainland. You see, it's all around 20 development. Well, most of them. Yes, my favorite. A normal battle getting 0.12 first war score, where we have show superiority war goal. Like, what the hell? Let me bet that if I attack this 17k here and I win, it's also gonna be 0.1 war score, because I have 2 battles like that already. And if this guy's reinforce on time, then I'm gonna lose 5 bazillion of war score. Were they reinforced on time? How long? You have just 5 cannons in the front row. Okay, that's 3.6% war score. The question is, can I win here? With this 20k stack. We have a numbers advantage, but they have a much better general than we do, but also our army quality is just simply better. Yes, I'm winning that, but is it 0.1 war score? How am I supposed to get to 10% war score if most of the battles just don't count according to game? Since I want to leverage harsh treatment to keep increasing my absolutism, I'm not gonna release for now anything here in Scandinavia to keep more rebels loading. For my next goals, besides obviously dealing with absolutism, I also have to deal with the HR, because we want to expand here, but I don't want to expand through the wars with the Emperor each time. So that's why I started improving relations with all of the electors, with the goal of allying all of them, except the 2 of them that are allied to Austria, which is Hainaut and Sili. And you see that won't be an easy job. Looking deeper, and colonies also allied to Hainaut, so I could deal with 2 of them at the same time. So I would say I have to ally Mainz, Palatinate, Würzburg, and Riga. I'm allied to all of them except Würzburg, which is gonna be a bit harder to achieve, but we're gonna make it happen. One of the issues of being at peace is that subject they just keep seizing land without having troops around their lands, because they were at war a second ago. And see, they have freaking rebels everywhere. So I'm trying to get as many rebels as possible and to harsh treatment and get absolutism. I'm trying to find a different advisor. For now, others can go and, you know, not being used. Also, I might have missed that Khorasan, our Transoxiana, get rebels, and they've lost Boynord, or how it is pronounced. I don't have access to my provinces. I have to go with Timoris to connect them. With institution embraced, I can definitely take 18 here to unlock the new idea group. Just have enough mana to do so. Which is gonna be? I'm thinking between economic, infrastructure, and quantity. This 3 would be useful now, because economic and infrastructure to build up both myself but also my subjects, while quantity is simply to have more of my own troops, not to be not so dependent on mercs which do not have many cannons. And honestly, I think that I will go for infrastructure. Yeah, let's pick infrastructure. Should we change our focus on admin? I think I'll keep it on military, because we are, you know, increasing our absolutism, and here I just need a better advisor. Let's just go for this guy. I'm struggling to choose the first bonus in Age of Absolutism, because on one hand it could be just admin efficiency, on the other it could be cheaper harsh treatment cost, but I'm anyway spending everything that I can, just not many rebels, or simply area absolutism. But honestly, let's go for plain admin efficiency. I'm slowly preparing to dismantle the HRE, and you know, to dismantle the HRE, you have to occupy all of the capitals of electors and the Emperor, or if you're allied to any elector, this particular elector's capital does not have to be occupied. So, in the current situation, when I declare on Austria, I'll be at war with 2 electors, Hainaut and Sili, and then if I also call Hainaut as a co-regent, I'm also be at war with Cologne. But you see, it's 600,000 troops to fight. You might say, oh, it's not that much, but if you take a look at the army quality modifiers in the whole world, you see Austria has the highest morale and one of the highest discipline in the whole world. 7.2, while we are at 5.8. We are not ready to fight Austria yet. That's why for now I'm focusing on Lithuania, Poland, etc. It might be actually more worth to attack Ottomans. I mean, it might be an easier war to fight the Ottomans than Austria. Issue is also that I'm behind the mill deck. It's not gonna cost almost anything. I'm gonna get it super quick, but yeah, the new cannons might be a bit of a change. Just, you know, I spent all of my mill points on Absolutism, which is already at the level of 72. Just right now, I can see also a guarantee from available. That's guarantee for number 7 that is gonna be focused on cheaper advisors. On the current technology, the max level of siege on the fort is achieved with 15,000 cannons. That's why I think I'm gonna slowly start switching to a strategy where front row is obviously mercs, but my manpower is mostly used for the cannons. That's why I'm gonna start building a 15k cannon stack here. I'm about to start completing the third level of great projects in Pegu, which is Kanvanzantadi Palace. This is gonna give us 20% of advisor cost, as well as diplomatic reputation and max relations. What the hell is this event? For 10 years, mercenary cost, manpower and discipline. No, I'm just gonna... yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start slackening. I'm separate piecing the Mamluks for some provinces here in the north, because I have coring range for this, not boarding Ottomans, but I don't have coring range for these provinces. So that's why I will go like kind of this weird way to get the coring range where I need. Yeah, guys, I think I'm forced to go into the Ottomans first before I go into Italy. This also is just a monster. I can't fight it. The Ottomans is also gonna be tough. They have almost 400,000 troops by themselves. That's much more doable. That's why I'm gonna declare the war. France will join it. I have all of these troops prepared here. I have two 15k stacks of cannons. I just have to push with all of them at once. If I do so, it should work. I should also prepare more of the troops here on the border, so I can start a battle with Ottomans here immediately. Multiple battles, actually. I'm gonna declare the war now, because that should be, if the war score doesn't bug again, it should be a really decent war score. Now, my 150 million subjects have to think about joining the war. Each time I declare war, that's what's happening. You see, I will send these guys here and send these guys here. No! I'll be too late! How about here? Okay, at least these guys I'll be able to catch. Oh, they have so many more troops just next by. Even though they're fighting Giga War, at least they have level 2 forts everywhere. Guys, this is a blessing. Most of the forts are level 2, even capital is level 1. Even though they took it over as a fort level 3. I can call... wait, Mace? Yeah, let's call Mace into that war. Let's call the Germans. Sure. 18k is gonna make a difference. You know, in general, our alliance have 1.4 million troops, but we'll see if that's enough. Army quality of the Ottomans. More discipline, but just slightly, but over half less morale than us. Question is, can I make it on time over here without force marching? Because I don't really want to force march. Yeah, see, I won't be on time. I didn't want to force march because I have too low morale. Oh, the losses, guys. The losses. The amount of the cannons that they're having is definitely working on their advantage. But let's see how it works now if I reinforce it correctly. At least there is a slight chance I might deplete the manpower resources while increasing my army tradition through this war. That's the whole hope. And this guy should reinforce shortly. We'll see. They still have a gigantic advantage on the morale. How many reserves do I have? 18,000. These guys have to reinforce on force march. Why these two stacks have to come here ASAP. I'm not sure if this 35,000 will be able to make any difference, but I'll start reinforcing it on force march because I will not be able to wait another month to get into this battle. See, I'm out of reserves. These guys will be here on the 9th December. I'll be on time to reinforce, and this is just perfect to win the battle. For now, I'm fully tanking this war. My subjects, they all around here. Oh, see, Ottomans are here, they're here. Actually, you can send this to stacks to start even down in Arabia. But yeah, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. You see, even on the losses, they're destroying me. At least that's some of the worst that we got. You see that one good news for us is that Ottomans have... The decadence keeps increasing in their case. It's gonna only get worse. So that's something that's gonna help me dismantle them a bit later. I'm just gonna... with my initial wars, I'm just starting the longer process. This is a crazy war, guys. So far, 700,000 troops died in it. I'm sieging them down, my subjects are sieging them down a lot, but at the same time we are losing a lot of battles. So we have negative war score from it. It's not an easy war. I said one stack that the goal of it is to win a battle here and siege down Paris and ideally peace out, breaking the alliance with Ottomans. But I'm not so sure that goal is gonna be achieved. This is an event that I love. A mercenary for an advisor. You see that I'm gonna get plus 15% more of armies for all of my merc regiments, which is majority of the army. Just wanted to show you guys a graph of the economy of the Ottomans. Did they take at least a single loan during this war? They just have so much money. They started taking some loans. And you see the amount of the troops, the quantity of the troops decreased by 150k already. And now, France, you better break your alliance with the Ottomans. We've got 56% of the war score, but it's still not what we need. And the issue is to keep winning battles with our subjects, but at least we have so many subjects, they are sieging them down constantly. The Ottomans are already down to 120,000 troops. The peak's exhausted, and the main goal, as said, for this war is to make them pain. That's why I have to go for the border war, but it's a constructive border war. It's gonna make them almost impossible to handle all of these lands and make the decadence even more hurting from them. And I have to do that because the total war score cost is 900%, even though I have max absolutism. If you take a look at the right hand side, you see I'm building a lot of manufactories and almost none of them are for my own lands. I'm just focusing on building them on my subjects, on the best trade goods, with the biggest bonuses we're gonna get, and obviously in the nodes that I'm fully controlling, like here, to see this value. So this way, as I'm controlling all of the trade around here, that's gonna increase my income quite nicely. But anyway, Mr. Ottoman, I'm just thinking, would I be able to... I want to connect my lands here as much as possible. Yeah, I think this is the best. This is the best solution. They're just not accepting it yet. You know what, just take this instead. A bit of money, 500 ducats. I'm gonna leave most of these lands to the subjects I'm about to create. Interesting knowledge that not all of the players are aware of above the sieges is that when the garrison of the fort that you're seeing down is below 100, it will automatically go down within the next tick. Even if it was minus 90, minus 80, but if the garrison was below 100, it would go down. So we can be sure that in 3, 2, 1 days, we're taking over Warsaw. I just got an event for 75% devastation in one of my key provinces. And since I don't have forts, it will never go down. So one of the fastest ways to get rid of the devastation, besides forts, is simply developing the province. Since I still have prosperity until next month, I'm gonna go ahead and just dev click it a couple of times to get rid of it. Guys, we fucked up the words so much. You're still at tech 14 on the military. Current tech is 19. New colonies here, Majapahit, Louisiana. And since it's all colonized already, I'm thinking about probably still safeguarding colony because we want to dev the hell out of them. And obviously, Louisiana. Guys, come on. We all know it's Colombia. Since it was 100 years since the last time I got Syria event, there it is, another charter Syria, 666R. Of course, low claim, 0 age, so this guy might die a bit early, but it is fine. Anyway, I think we're in a perfect spot to finish. This is all the lands that we're currently owning, with 6,200 great power score, but you see my subjects have 9,000 development. And so we are in a very good spot to continue expansion into Europe, as my main goal for the next session is going to break the HRE and make the Ottomans fall. Why we are aiming to get to Tech 23 soon to be able to start creating client states, which would be 1 province minus instead of as many subjects as we have. For some of the stats, we're already at 500 income and 566 Forcelimit, but obviously we're not stacking the modifiers yet, and all of our subjects still has not perfect autonomy. How many subjects we have though? Let's calculate. It's around 130 each subjects. Not bad, but could be better, and we're gonna make it even better in the next session, especially that, you know, for a long time our absolute is already at 100. For today guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do want to help me out and push this series to more people, remember to leave a like on it. You can share it on Discord or other servers to show people what crazy stuff can be done in the game. Of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future videos. Bye!